Many a time I have seen students struggling in speaking part, and the major cause of struggle is that we don't get enough ideas. My students used to come to me and they used to be like, ma'am, we don't get enough ideas to speak up. We don't get enough time to generate enough ideas. We don't know what to say and how to say. We don't have a proper sequence of how to say the things. So basically what I did was I researched on that and I thought a lot on that. So after a deep thinking process, I reached on to a conclusion and found a very simple and a very effective method of generating ideas. So this video today is basically on the cue card part, how to speak your cue card in a very effective manner, and how to generate ideas during your cue card, how not to fall short of ideas, and how to be relevant at the same time. So we need to be relevant, number one thing. Second is that we need to speak, we need to give good ideas, and at the same time, because you're speaking a cue card, you have to be very much in a sequence. There has to be a sequence that you started with this thing, then you went on to the other one, then you went on to the other one. So today's video is going to be on that. My name is Japneet and let's get started with the technique. So starting with the technique, I have divided a cue card in basically 3 steps. The first step is introduction. The second step is 5W and 1H technique. And the third step is conclusion. So basically students are like, ma'am, what to speak in conclusion? We don't understand. You don't have to do anything. Let us take an example, a topic of like one topic for an example. So let's see, the topic which I have here with me is describe an article on health that you read in a magazine or on the internet. So this is basically the topic that I have with me. So basically what you can do is that introduction can be of 2 things, right? What to say, how to start, how to kickstart your cue card is you can either tell your feelings about that topic or you can state a fact related to that topic. For example, you can say, if you talk about the feelings, you can say that, I'm a big fan of reading a magazine. I am very much inclined towards reading articles or magazines, especially on the internet. One thing. Second thing, you can say this is just your feelings about the topic, that whether you like it or you don't like, or you can even say that if you don't like reading too much of the articles, you can even say, I'm not very much inclined towards reading articles on the internet or on the magazines, but still I would like to mention here a topic which I read, and so on, right? So basically this is how you can start one thing. Another way of starting your cue card can be stating a fact depending upon the topic. So basically the topic that we have here is that describe an article on health, right? So you can state a fact on health. You can say that health is something which plays an inevitable role in everyone's life. Maintaining health plays an inevitable role in everyone's life, right? Or you can say that healthy body is indispensable for people from then to now. From ages, health has been an indispensable part for everyone. This is how basically you can go around with the starting. So basically stating a fact that is on health, or on newspapers, you can state a fact on internet. Internet has taken the world by storm after the 21st century, especially in the 21st century. So basically you can start your cue card with a fact, or you can state your feelings about that particular topic. So this is how you can start your cue card. Coming on towards the second part, and that is 5W1H technique. Note down the points. What is that technique 5W1H? First one is what, when, where, with whom, why, and the last thing is how you felt. That covers your 5 W's and 1 H. What, when, why, where, with whom, and how you felt. You can change the sequence if the need be. So basically you have to cover these 5 W's and one H basically. So how these 5 W's and one H help you in your speaking part? What you can do is that describe each W and one H in at least 2 sentences. For example, what was the article? The article was on chia seeds, the benefits of chia seeds. How chia seeds help in regulating our digestive system, and how chia seeds help in improving the mental as well as physical state of the body. So this I have described what in 2 sentences, and that is more than enough. Similarly, you can describe where you read it. So you read it in a magazine or on the internet. When did you read it? So you can say, so 2 weeks ago when I was when I was surfing through the websites, this topic struck me, this popped up from the website or something, and since I'm very keen towards the health, or you can say I'm a health freak, so this grabbed my eyeballs and I opened up this website. So what you have to do is that with each W, describe each W and one H in at least 2 sentences and try to make a story around it. Normally, yes, teachers do tell you make a story, but you don't know how to make a story, what to say, what not to say, how to start a story, how to end a story. So basically this 5W1H technique gives you the outline, basically how you can start a story, what to say in a story, how to knit a story basically. So this technique is going to be very much beneficial. All my students have been using this, and believe me, they have been telling me that, ma'am, this is the most effective method that we have come through, and I have seen results with this technique. So start using this, that is 5W1H. So this was the second thing. Coming on towards the third step, and that is conclusion. Many a time what students do is that they end their cue card abruptly without any ending, and that leaves the examiner with a question mark. Is he finished or not? So basically that is he finished, or you can say, okay, he's going to say something. So when your examiner is left confused, yes, your bands will get deducted. So we don't have to leave our examiner in confusion. So in that case, you have to conclude your cue card. So coming on towards the third part, and that is conclusion. How you have to speak the conclusion is something, this is the very important part. First of all, I would like to mention here, because many a time we have seen that students end their cue card in a very abrupt manner. So that leaves the examiner with a question mark, that is he like over with is he done with the cue card? So whenever your examiner is left confused, in that case, definitely your bands will get deducted. So we don't have to leave the examiner in confusion. What we can do is that we should end the cue card with a proper conclusion. So how can you conclude your cue card? One thing, you can predict the future related to the topic, or the second thing you can do is that subtle suggestion. For example, if I go for the subtle suggestion, you can say that I think everyone should read articles on health, as nowadays health has become an alarming issue around the globe. That's it. So this is how you can end your cue card. You're giving a subtle suggestion that I believe everyone should read articles on health. That is going to be quite propitious for everyone. So this is how you can suggest one thing. Or you can tell the future of that particular, predict the future for that thing. You can say that I think since the issue of health is becoming alarming day by day, I think that the health magazines or the articles on health are going to escalate or going to become more popular in the foreseeable future. So this is how you can conclude your cue card. Or there's a third way and the very simple thing that you can anyway always go for, and that is this was the article that I read on the internet or in the magazine. So the 3 ways. First way was, that is, you can predict the future of that thing. That normally goes with the technology related things, I think, right? Second thing is that you can give certain suggestion which goes with it, the topics like these very well. And the third thing, when you cannot predict the future, when you cannot give a certain suggestion, Thus, this was the article that I read in the magazine or on the internet. This is the way that you can end your cue card. So what was the technique? Let us quickly revise that technique, and that is number 1, introduction, which can be given by stating your feelings about the topic, or the second thing is that stating any fact related to the topic. The second thing is that is 5W1H technique. Describe each W and one H in at least 2 sentences and try to make a story out of those 5W1H thing. And the last thing is conclusion, which can be given by predicting the future or giving subtle suggestion, or by simply saying this was the thing that I read or did, or whatever the topic was. So I hope you liked my method. Do apply, do practice this method. By first time doing it, yes, definitely you won't see the results, but if you continuously start using it, I assure you that your problems such as relevance will not be a problem. Second thing, that is the proper sequence will not be a problem. You will be in a proper sequence. Your answer will be well knit. Thus, all these things will help you generate the ideas. So you will never fall short of the ideas from now on. Thank you.